Hey, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another Pokemon Go video. This video is going to be a quick tutorial on how to catch Kyogre. Now recently I've seen a lot of people struggle with catching Kyogre, so this kind of gave me the inspiration to make this video. So the first thing that I'd like to go over is that you should actually be aiming for great throws on Kyogre instead of excellent. I know a lot of people are very consistent with excellent throws and prefer to do them over great throws because it gives you a greater chance of catching the Pokemon. However, when it comes to Kyogre, it is so difficult to hit it on the excellent throw consistently that it's not worth doing it in the long run if you actually want to catch Kyogre. The catch rate on Kyogre with a curveball, excellent throw, golden raspberry, and great throw is going to be 13%. Now with an excellent throw, that goes up to 15.7%. However, if you miss the excellent throw, that goes down to 8.9%. Opposed to Groudon, where you can pretty much get excellent throws non-stop, Kyogre is significantly harder. Now the next thing you want to do, if you don't know this trick already, is the circle lock method. So the circle lock method is basically when you hold down the Pokeball to get it in a specific range. For example, you can do this to get it into a great throw range or an excellent throw range, as you can see on screen. Now after you do this, let go of the Pokeball and do not touch it until the attack animation starts. If you touch the Pokeball again, it'll reset the range. And that is usually the issue that a lot of people end up having. So the idea is to hold it down and get it to the range that you want, for example, a great throw range, and then release the Pokeball, wait for the attack animation to start, and as soon as the attack animation starts, you start winding up your Pokeball, and then right as you get to the middle of the attack animation, that's when you want to throw it. And at that point, you will basically hit Kyogre right as it finishes its attack animation, preventing it from doing another attack or moving to the right or the left. This is the most effective way to actually hit Kyogre and to not waste any Premier Balls. Now the next thing that is very key to catching Kyogre is making sure that you are patient. Never throw your Premier Ball when it moves to the right or to the left. You always want to throw it when it's in the center. It is honestly way too difficult to get a consistent great throw or a consistent excellent throw by doing this. So just stay patient. I know sometimes it takes a lot longer than you want it to, but just stay patient. Wait until it's in the center and does its attack animation, and that is when you want to get your Pokeball ready and throw it during the middle of the animation, ultimately landing right as it finishes and coming back into range. Now the fourth thing is that you want to always curveball, never straight throw, guys. Curveball is essential to getting this. And the reason that I say that is because it is a significant increase on your catch rate for catching Kyogre. Now, something else I also wanted to throw out there, and this isn't something that you guys have to follow, it's just more of a rule of thumb that I tend to follow. You shouldn't waste your golden raspberries on anything that isn't 90% IV or higher, and you could even lower the threshold and you could just say 85% IV or higher, or 80% IV or higher. Whatever the case may be, this just conserves your golden raspberries, but I'll leave that up to you guys. It's just more of a rule of thumb that I tend to follow. If I'm not using golden raspberries, I tend to use pineapple berries a lot just because I like to risk it and get that double candy. However, I do not recommend this. Now that we've gone over the tips to catch Kyogre, I'd like to go over a couple examples here. So on screen right now, you can see the Kyogre and it's on the right side. As soon as Kyogre starts its attack animation, you want to start winding up and throw it as soon as Kyogre comes back down. Doing this will have you hit Kyogre right as it finishes its attack animation and the circle loads back up again. This is the most effective way to catch Kyogre and to make contact with it 100% of the time, because you avoid the attack animation from happening again, as well as Kyogre from moving to the right or to the left. Once you get some practice in, you can figure out when the timing works better for yourself. However, I find as soon as it comes back down and throwing it, that is the most optimal time. Now you could do it a little bit earlier, as you can see on screen, because the circle does appear while the Pokeball is still going towards it. So what I wanted to go over right now is how to throw a Kyogre. Now I know a lot of you guys struggle with this, so I've broken it down step by step. Watch as I throw from the left side and it curves all the way to the right corner and then comes down and hits Kyogre. Once again, as you can see on screen, this is the diagram to follow. This is what I recommend that you do. Aim for this throwing pattern or around this area and you should be fine. And make sure to follow all of the previous things that I told you guys about. Wait for Kyogre to be in the center. As soon as it starts its attack animation, start winding up. Once Kyogre starts coming back down, that is when you want to throw the Pokeball. And if you do it correctly, the circle will reappear on Kyogre right before the Pokeball makes contact. This is going to be the most accurate and consistent way to catch Kyogre in my opinion. So as I previously mentioned, let's go ahead and run through the steps one more time before ending off this video. So Kyogre is currently on the left side right now, and we wait for it to come back into the center. Now we wait for it to do its attack animation. And as soon as it starts attack animation, we start winding up And as Kyogre comes back down, we release, throw the Pokeball to the far right, and the circle reappears as we make contact. Now this is basically what you're gonna wanna do, guys. Just follow these steps and I guarantee that you will start catching Kyogre a lot more often this way. Now do consider that RNG is a big factor in all of this, and even by doing this method, you are only guaranteed a 13% catch rate. However, this is significantly better opposed to not even making contact with Kyogre at all, which is a 0% catch rate. So I strongly recommend that you follow this guide if you are having trouble catching Kyogre or just even making contact with Kyogre. And that's pretty much gonna do it. This is my first time making a tutorial on how to catch a legendary Pokemon, so let me know in the comments section down below if it did help you out. I definitely enjoyed breaking this down for you guys, and overall I really do hope this helps you catch Kyogre. But with that being said, that's pretty much gonna do it for this one, so I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, feel free to hit that like button down below. As always, I'd really appreciate it. And if you'd like to see more Pokemon Go content, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and I will see you all real soon in the next one.